Welcome back to the Wish You Were Beer podcast, everyone. This is episode 5, and we are just two weird guys who like weird beers. Martin, what did you pick up today?
I picked up the snack for today, and I think it's very interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can't wait to try it.
Yeah. I texted you earlier about the beer that I picked out, and it's going to be a really, really good episode.
Yeah, we're sort of, for the snack at least, I don't know what's in the beer, but for the snack, we're sort of staying true to the like crazy kind of flavor spirit of the podcast.
Well,
so I'm excited.
There's some pretty crazy flavored beers in there.
Okay.
And
cool.
also, like we've talked about before, we both don't like IPAs, and there is an IPA or two in there.
Okay.
All right, well, let's
Should be
just
good.
dive right in.
Here we go.
Oh, this one's the one I'm really excited about.
That looks familiar. I might have had it before.
It is. So this is a High Water Brewing Break Apart Chocolate Orange Cream Ale.
Okay. no,
Ale
I haven't
brewed
had
with cacao nib and orange peel. You have had it?
it. No.
Okay. It's 5.4%, and I think this is the darkest beer that I picked out today.
Okay. Well, it's getting chilly now, so I'm looking forward to having dark beers.
Yeah. But I'm excited for a chocolate orange.
Yeah, that'll be neat.
Oh my god, it's not dark. She told me it would be dark.
Oh, maybe it like the flavor profile is dark. Maybe it's like thick.
But also,
even though
it's a chocolate ale that looks like that.
That's true.
That excites me. Oh, close. Where are these guys from? Let me just grab this really quick. Santa Cruz, California.
Okay.
So we are branching out in our selection.
Because we got these from the Branching Out Bottle Shop.
Yes, sir. Cheers.
Ooh.
That's really good.
That is so good.
That is really good.
That is really chocolatey.
It's like those candies, like the chocolate orange
Oh, yeah.
candies.
And it's sort of like a milk chocolate flavor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we've had a lot of cocoa and sort of like that pure chocolate that's actually sort of bitter in taste
Right.
in our beer. We've never had, I feel like, well, at least
It's a light too. Like that's not
Yeah.
the taste I would expect to come out of this.
I feel like this is like such more of a milk chocolate flavor that I haven't had in a beer.
Yeah,
Had a lot of bitter chocolate flavors. I like this.
I do
This
too.
is awesome.
I like it a lot. It's really, really good. All right.
Like, did I just eat a Hershey's chocolate bar? Or like,
You know those Lindt
Yeah.
chocolate bars? They have an orange one,
okay,
a milk chocolate and orange one. It's exactly this.
okay. I'll have
That's
to
what
try
I'm
that
thinking
and
of.
compare it to the beer.
Yeah. It's
That's
really
awesome,
good.
though. I like this a lot.
Yeah, it's
pull my
interesting.
chair.
Like it's unique
Yeah.
because like on top of not having a chocolate and orange beer before, having a chocolate beer that's this light.
Oh, yeah. That's great. Have I ever had a light chocolate beer? I guess if we count cookie dough. That was sort of chocolatey.
Yeah.
Chocolate and vanilla.
Yeah. It
And
was
that
light.
was pretty light.
Yeah. But that was also like sort of a brown ale-ish. It
Yeah,
wasn't like this
right.
light.
That's true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like it was light in taste, but still had like somewhat of a darker color.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Taste and feel, I guess.
All right. Are you ready to get into topic number 1?
Yes, I am, Martin.
Which is going to be my topic. Okay. So you and I just came from dinner and we had Moe's, which is like a Southwest Mexican food place.
Yeah.
I love it.
I do too.
But it got me thinking, got a few questions for you. What is sort of your favorite food? Like your favorite cuisine and style? And, well, I'll save the next question for when we're done. with
Okay. Favorite cuisine and style. I'm between like Italian
that. Mhm.
and Mexican.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of Mexican plates that I really, really like.
Oh
And-
yeah, me too. Like Mexican just seems to fit so well with like sort of craving kind of food.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not sure I ever crave spaghetti and meatballs,
Yeah.
but all the time I crave like tacos
Yeah.
and burritos and stuff. Like I feel like no other cuisine really has that craving factor to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't crave like sauerkraut and
No, I agree with
bratwurst,
that. I agree with that. Like
Um,
not that like you don't really,
Mhm.
not that you don't necessarily don't like it, but like you just don't have a craving for it.
Yeah, right.
Um.
But I continually crave tortillas with chicken and beans
Yeah,
in them
yeah.
and rice for some reason.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
It's weird because
Mhm.
yeah, I do really like Mexican stuff, but like there are a lot of like classic Italian dishes that I
Mhm.
really love
Oh yeah.
that I find myself like, man, I really want that. Like
Mhm.
sort of like a chicken Alfredo type
Mhm.
dish. Like I like chicken Alfredo a lot, and chicken Parmesan is a dish that I find myself
Oh,
like,
yeah.
man, I really want some chicken parm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken parm is always awesome.
Yeah.
So like what do you think is your favorite Mexican dish?
Just gotta go classic taco, I think.
Taco? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go burrito.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the burrito is just perfect. It comes like ready to eat in its own enclosure.
Yeah.
It's like
It's like wrapped up
convenience and perfectness
Yeah.
together.
I also like, I don't know if this necessarily counts, but I like stuffed peppers a lot.
I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan of stuffed peppers?
Yeah.
I like stuffed peppers.
Okay. Something my mom makes all the time, but I kind of always pass on it.
Ah.
Something about I don't like my vegetables and things cooked.
Okay.
So like a stuffed pepper. I love a pepper in like some sort of salad or like on
Yeah.
a burger or something, but when it comes to like baked and then it sort of gets mushy,
Mm-hmm.
not a fan of that. So
You see,
I like the things inside the pepper.
Yeah.
So like the sausage and things that
Yeah.
get baked inside the pepper, I'll like scoop those out and eat them.
Yeah. Well, I like see, like I don't like it when that kind of stuff's like overcooked. So like if you get an
Okay.
overcooked pepper that's like really mushy,
Mhm.
where like a really well cooked pepper, it still has like a bite to it,
Right.
where it's
Okay.
like it's still kind of solid, but it's cooked.
Right. This beer even smells good. I didn't smell it at
Mhm.
first, but it smells awesome.
Yeah.
God, this is fantastic.
I like cream
This is
ales a
so
lot.
good.
Cream ales are just like smooth.
Oh yeah, they make
Like,
everything
really
taste better. I
smooth.
think.
Yeah. I'm wondering if a beer that I have in there will taste kind of creamy, but I will have to come to
I don't
that.
want to know anything else.
Yeah. I'm really excited.
So for me, I think it goes between Mexican and Polish, purely for the amazing sausages
Okay.
that come out of Poland.
Yeah.
Like,
I like pierogies, which I think.
yep,
are Polish,
pierogies.
right?
I love pierogies. I love, like, I feel like they just do crazy things with sausage.
Mhm.
I can't think of it right now, of course, because I'm on the spot. But that sausage that starts with a K,
Kielbasa.
kielbasa. Yeah, like I love that. That's
Yeah.
like my favorite sausage ever. Maybe even like my favorite meat. And pierogies and sort of like sauerkraut I like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then like Mexican's just so good.
Yeah.
Mexican is so easy to eat and like the flavors go together so well. But like Polish is like when my mom asks, "What would you like me to make on your birthday?" And I'm like,
something Polish.
"Yeah, I'm not even Polish. I just like it a
Yeah.
lot. I'm German."
I'm trying to think. Of
So I'm
what I
like, "Yeah,
usually want.
can you like make kielbasa and sauerkraut, please?"
Yeah, I've got a summer birthday, and
Yeah. So
I like having like cookouts and stuff on my birthday, like a good
Mhm.
hamburger,
okay.
because like I am like, it's the front of July is when my
Yeah.
birthday is,
Right.
so like it's still warm out or like just starting to
Mhm.
get warm out sometimes, depending on.
Yeah. If you live in
Um,
upstate New York.
Yeah. So like I really like on my birthday either having something grilled, like hot dogs and
Okay.
hamburgers, but if I had like if my birthday was like some other time of the year and they just asked me like whatever I wanted for my
Mhm.
birthday. Trying to think. I don't know. I think I would do something Italian.
Okay.
Because I like homemade Italian stuff.
Yeah.
Like we've made our own ravioli here, like from scratch, where we roll out the dough and fill it and
that's
everything
pretty neat.
ourselves. Yeah.
I feel like Italian's also easy to do. Like when Trisha and I don't have really anything to make, there's always a box of pasta in the cupboard, and you can just sort of, or like we typically run to the store and get some like chicken and like Alfredo sauce or something.
Mm-hmm.
It comes together really easily.
Yeah. Yeah, like if I had my choice at like a home cooked dish, it would be something Italian.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll get back to this topic in just a little bit. Finish these up. Start beer number 2.
Awesome.
Welcome back to the Wish You Were Beer podcast. We're going to finish up my topic, but more importantly, we're going to start beer number 2.
Ooh, you are, partner.
Let's see. Maui Mango. Infused with yerba mate. I don't know what that is.
I think that it's another one of those like tea beers
Okay.
type.
Looks like we have... Okay, so it's made by Shipyard Brewing Company. But it looks like the tea is made by Tiesta Tea. So yeah. Brewed by Shipyard Brewing in Portland, Maine. I know someone who lives there. Ale with natural flavors. Shipyard Brewing Company and Tiesta Tea have collaborated to create a revolutionary beverage experience featuring Shipyard's classic wheat ale and Tiesta Tea's Maui Mango loose leaf herbal tea blend. We hope you strive to live loose each and every day. Cheers. Okay, so it's going to be pretty light. It's a wheat ale with mango tea in it. I'm excited for this.
I'm excited for it too.
We have 4.3% alcohol content.
Right on.
Yeah,
it's gonna be nice. That was one that I saw before at Branching Out when I was like shopping for myself, and I was like debating on picking up like a set of that, and I didn't.
A little bit more. Oh, I think that might be a perfect pour. Oh yeah, perfect.
Pretty close. All right, here's the beer number 2.
Beer number 2.
Ooh, the smell.
Smells very sweet and very tea-like.
Oh, it is very tea-like.
Yeah, a little sour too.
Yeah.
Very tea-like. Wow, yeah, this is like...
It's like very
it's almost
much
like a
mango
shandy,
tea.
right?
Yeah.
Because a shandy is like beer and lemonade. This is beer and tea. It's like similar taste to a shandy. Very sweet. I like it.
It is really, really sweet.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's not like too sweet though.
No,
Where,
it's
like,
not like...
that other tea beer that we had before was like really, really sweet. But this is like more tame. Cause
it's more just refreshing.
Because it's an herbal tea.
And I'm getting like... It's just iced tea.
Yeah.
It's like iced tea mixed with a wheat beer. It's very good.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm actually getting like a beer flavor out of it as well. Whereas the other one was more of like just drinking straight up sweet tea. Let me push this back a little bit.
Get that in the focus. I think that's the best we can do.
Yeah, it'll be up on the Instagram.
Yep. Okay.
All right,
we'll get into the rest of my topic. So the second part of my question that I said I would let you know right now. I want to know what food is out there that you haven't tried before but you'd like to.
Like what type of food, or like a specific
Could be
food
what
in
type,
general?
either one. I have I have like sort of a type of food in my head that I'd like to try.
Yeah. So like I like Thai food, but like really I've only had like pad Thai and like 2 other dishes that I can't remember the name of.
Okay.
So I think
There's-
like branching out in like that sort of
Mhm.
area of food is something that I'd like
Okay.
to do.
There's a really good Thai food restaurant in Ithaca.
Is there?
So you and Hannah should come sometime.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very good. For me, I was thinking something like some like exotic meats,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
nothing like illegal. But in my whole life, I've had like chicken and steak and pork.
Have you had like alligator jerky?
No,
I've had alligator jerky.
like I'd like to try something like that,
Yeah.
or some other kind of weird exotic meats.
Yeah.
So like just to kind of like, oh, I've had duck too. I didn't like that very much. Just to like sort of see how it compares to the meat I'm used to.
Yeah.
Why do you want to try Thai food?
Because I like it. Like, because like
Okay.
I've had a couple of plates of Thai food that I've like really liked.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to explore?
So
it
I
more?
like want to expand in that,
Okay.
or like any other of like that type of food, I
Mhm.
guess.
All right.
Because I also like spicy stuff, and I know Thai is like a big spicy
Mhm.
food.
Yeah, I think I've only had Thai food once, and I had like it was pad Thai. I
love
believe
pad
it was
Thai.
noodles with a peanut sauce
Yeah.
and chicken. Yeah,
I
it was
love
good.
pad Thai so much.
Trisha likes Patsy Ooh, which I'm not 100% sure what is in there, but that's what she likes.
Yeah. My old drum teacher at the college had traveled to Thailand before.
Wow.
And like he loves all these sorts of foods, and
Mhm.
people in Thailand love just like tossing food at like
Oh yeah,
people who've never had it before.
I love noodles. Like
Yeah.
there's something about noodles that it's different from just straight up pasta. I like the egg noodles. I
Mhm.
like how they're sort of like slippery a little more, and they seem to have a taste to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like he was telling me that like he went there with a couple of friends, and all those other friends were kind of picky eaters.
Yeah.
So like they turned down a ton of stuff, but like
oh jeez.
he just kept taking stuff. And yeah, and I've been to a Thai restaurant with him before, and I just let him order, and he got like a couple plates for like the whole table. It was
Nice.
a ton of us there at the time.
I'm not super into like seafood, but the more I watch the Food Channel, the more I'd like to try like salmon.
Yeah.
I've never even had like salmon.
I've had salmon before, and like maybe I didn't like it because I was
Mhm.
expecting it to be like chicken,
Okay.
because like I didn't know it was salmon. It was just
Right.
kind of on a plate
Okay.
and handed to me.
Gotcha. Yeah, like when
So,
it's
like-
breaded and baked and everything, it does look sort of just like chicken.
Well, it was just normal grilled
oh, okay.
salmon. Like didn't have
Gotcha.
and it was like it wasn't like pink, so maybe it was
Mhm.
overcooked too.
Gotcha,
So I
okay.
don't know.
I have had tilapia once, but it was sort of like buy it ready tilapia.
Yeah.
It wasn't like fresh.
Yeah.
And I sort of remember not hating it. And I guess like when I was younger, like a kid, I really liked fish sticks, but I don't remember that at all. Apparently, I loved them and I would scarf them down, but I really don't remember it. So
Yeah, I'm not.
I
a
don't
huge
really
fan of,
have-
like the fishy taste. I'm like that's not
yeah,
for like
I don't like
shrimp.
the smell. The smell really gets to me.
Yeah.
Makes me feel a little sick even. But seeing how much it's used on these cooking shows, I'm like,
And seeing like how they use it too,
yeah,
like
seafood is such. It is like really common, so maybe I should try it.
yeah,
Like MasterChef, I feel like for every chicken or steak plate, they always do like a fish.
fish, yeah,
So it's quite a bit of fish on that show, and it got me thinking, like, well, I guess I'll try it.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, like, it's definitely something we should eat because like fish is really good for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, fish is never something that like I like shrimp and sometimes crab. Like I like crab inside
Never
sushi.
even tried them.
Like sushi is what got me on to like
Okay.
crab and shrimp, but like I still won't eat crab like
Mhm.
crab or lobster or anything like that
Okay.
by itself. But shrimp I will like if it's cooked, sometimes I'll eat it.
Mhm.
I don't really like the texture of it. I think that's the thing with me. Like I don't mind the taste of shrimp.
Yeah. I like seafood a lot, except or not seafood. Sushi. I like sushi a lot, except I don't get seafood sushi. I get like the vegetable sushi.
Gotcha.
I like that a lot. So I think, but I feel like that's a big jump for someone who doesn't eat a whole lot of seafood to just go straight to like raw fish.
No, I never get raw fish in sushi or anything like that.
Okay.
I always try to avoid that.
Trisha gets a lot of like raw fish sushi, and
Yeah.
it doesn't sound appetizing to me.
No, let's cook some fish and try it before we go into the raw
that
fish.
sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. You ready to move on to Snacksident waiting to happen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll be back with beer number 3 and Snacksident waiting to happen.
All right. All right. Welcome back to our third beer. Wow. Third beer of the night.
I know, right? And
Yeah.
you always think it's like, I do that too.
So I'm just grabbing. Okay. So this is the IPA that the person at Branching Out picked out for me. So I went to Branching Out and I picked out a IPA, and I went up and asked her what her favorite IPA was. And Ransack the Universe is what this is called. It's a Hemisphere IPA.
I thought you said you two ransacked the universe looking for her favorite IPA.
No. And she said that this one is milder
Okay.
than a lot of IPAs, so we're probably gonna like it. It's 6.8% alcohol. Do we have like a little? The can looks really cool. It's got like a bunch of like little wolf drawings on it.
Now,
It's
like,
from Collective Arts Brewing.
we say we don't like IPAs that much, but we were thinking earlier, for two people who don't care for IPAs a whole lot, we've had a good amount of IPAs actually that we did like,
Yeah.
and they're usually more subdued. They might have some fruit in it.
Yeah.
So
This
there's
is in-
possibility we'll like an IPA. Like, it's not like we're going to turn it down completely.
This is from Stratford, Connecticut.
Cool.
So.
Well, we've had a ton of beers from Connecticut. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Every
Maybe you and I should take a trip out to Connecticut. And...
every episode we have like
Some
2
brewing.
beers from Connecticut.
All right. Well, there's no description on it, so I'm just assuming that it's going to be a mild IPA.
We'll have to describe it ourselves. It's pretty light.
Yeah, it's got almost like a green hue to it.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a good pour.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have a ton.
Really?
Yeah. It feels really heavy.
God, I'm so awful at these.
No, I wanted to set them next to each other to see the pour. Yeah.
I'm really bad at trying to level these ones out.
That's okay.
So, Ransack the Universe is the first IPA to make its way onto our podcast.
Mm-hmm. I forgot to smell it.
It smells like an IPA.
Yep.
It's actually pretty nice.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it is a light hoppy flavor.
Yeah, I probably can't chug it like I do sometimes. This one's not chuggable. Sometimes if we
I don't like the taste that IPAs leave on like my palate in the back.
yeah,
It's just like an odd.
I don't like the aftertaste. Or like
Yeah.
it'll taste good on certain parts of your mouth,
Yeah,
and then like the back of your throat though, it never tastes good.
yeah,
So sometimes when we finish a segment early while we still have a beer in our glasses, I'll sort of just swing back the rest
take
of
it
it.
down.
I would not be able to do this
No.
with this one.
No. It's good for an IPA, at least in my opinion, because it is light. What God, I gotta get her name.
Starts with a K.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chelsea or something like that.
What the girl branching out said to me was that the Western IPAs are generally like punch you in the face with hops type beers, and the Eastern IPAs are usually a little more tame and lighter. And being from Connecticut, it's definitely on the east side.
Yeah, it's lighter. There's some of those IPAs that just, I don't know, it tastes like you are like chewing on a rubber band.
Yeah.
It's just like a really bitter,
You like that
bitter
phrase
taste.
a lot.
because to me that is exactly what it tastes like.
Yeah.
It's so bitter, it tastes like this rubber in your mouth.
Yeah. This is like It's like a light on the front, but it's got like a bitter aftertaste.
Okay.
And that's what I'm not a fan of with most IPAs.
Yeah.
Is like the bitter aftertaste of it.
It's all I can taste right now.
Yeah.
But I do like it. I like it on the front.
Yeah.
While when I'm drinking it,
Yeah.
I love it. And then as it starts coating my mouth with that bitter taste, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, in the
I've
back
had
of the
enough.
mouth.
Yep.
But again, in general, you and I don't like IPAs.
Right.
Just in general. But this isn't. I mean, I would drink
This is tolerable.
If this was given to me, I would drink it.
Oh
again.
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Typically now when you go to like parties or some sort of family gathering, like
A lot of people
IPAs
just have
are
IPAs.
so popular.
Yeah.
They are so popular. It's crazy. So sometimes that's like all you get.
Yeah.
But if this was all I could get, that'd be perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah, it is good.
Are we ready to move into Snacksident waiting to happen?
I think we are.
I'm really excited for this one. I think this,
This is probably the most obscure snack we've had, right?
yeah. I wonder, do you think this is like the craziest flavor we've had on the show yet between
Probably.
snack and the beer?
Probably.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like flavor. Like among the flavor, like we're hitting all sorts of places.
Yeah, on this episode.
Yeah.
This is a good episode. So today we have the craziest Lay's chips flavor to date. Kettle cooked everything bagel and cream cheese. I'm really excited about this one.
I'm not.
I'm like, I love everything bagels with like the little onion in there.
Mhm.
Mike doesn't like cream cheese.
I hate cream cheese.
I absolutely love cream cheese.
Yeah.
I put it in like everything I can. I put it in my mac and cheese. We put it in our beer cheese most of the time.
Yeah, we do. Like it's cream cheese alone that I can't do. Like if you put it on a bagel or something, I can't do it. But like if it's mixed in with something and has a different flavor in with it, I would be okay with it.
I'm gonna give it a whiff.
But I do like everything bagel a lot.
It smells like everything bagel.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, it does. Those aren't what I thought they would look like.
Ooh.
I just bit into an everything bagel.
That's stupid.
There isn't much cream cheese there to me.
No, I'm not getting the cream cheese,
But,
but
like-
I'm getting the onion
Yeah.
and even the poppy seed.
Yeah.
Do you get the poppy seed?
Yeah, I am. That's actually like mostly what I'm getting is the
Yeah.
onion and poppy seed.
You know, I kind of didn't realize poppy seed had a flavor until I just tasted it on this chip. And like
That's
sesame
alright.
seed too.
That's really good. Yeah, the sesame seed.
You like it?
I do.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I could. A lot of these Lay's chip flavors that are crazy, you kind of have like one bag of them and you're like, okay, I'm good.
What else is on there?
They have, let's see, crispy taco and fried green tomato.
Fried
tomato-
green tomato.
Yeah, the tomato one might be good. Let's see. This flavor was made by Lindsay Hoffman of Palm City, Florida. So they put on here whoever makes the flavor. There's no better way to start your day than with an everything bagel with cream cheese. It's become my favorite morning ritual. Yeah, I wish there was more cream cheese.
I know.
I don't taste it at all.
I love it how it is.
It really should just be everything bagel.
Yeah.
Because I'm not getting any cream cheese whatsoever. I could see myself eating more of this. Like most of these chip flavors, you try it once and you have like one bag of it and you're like, all right, that was okay. This I could see like replacing, like picking this up at the store all the time.
Yeah, I do like it.
One more.
It's sort of like got a powdered cream cheese type on the outside of it, where like when I licked it off with my fingers, I could taste a little bit, but
Okay.
just everything bagel.
How do they do it?
I don't know. It's good though. It's really good.
It's really good. So, Mike, how was your trip to the bottle shop today?
It was good.
Were they both working?
No, it was just her.
Okay. It's a husband and wife that owns it, and so they're really nice and fun to talk to.
Yeah, yeah. I walked in. I took a walk around. I picked up 2 beers. I think neither of which of the ones that I picked up we've had yet. So, one of which was one of the IPAs that we're gonna have. But
do they know you by now?
I don't think so.
Okay, they know me now because I pretty much ask them for recommendations every time. They
Yeah.
know me. They know me as the podcast guy.
Yeah,
I'm sure they know you as the other podcast guy.
probably.
Um,
I mean, I said I'm looking for podcast beer, so
oh yeah, then they know.
yeah. Yeah, but I pretty much walked in. I picked up 2, and then I was like, "What's your favorite IPA?" She was like, she brought me over to this one, so I picked this up, and then I was like, "What else you got that is good?" She was like, "All of it." I was like, "I know it's all of it, but what do you like?" And I had her take me, and I told her no more IPAs because there was already 2 there. But
Yeah.
the
The most we've ever had on the show.
most IPA, and probably the most there ever will be.
Yeah. Because I think
Until we have an all IPA show.
that's going to be like when someone finally writes into the show. It'll be an all IPA show.
Yeah, and then she walked me around. She pointed this the orange and chocolate one out and was like, "That one's like really good." And I was
Okay.
like, "I'm gonna get that."
Oh, it's awesome. I'm really happy with that one.
And she pointed at this one, which was one of the tea beers, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll pick that up because."
Okay. This one is like really fierce competition for the favorite of the night. I think my mind's already made up, but we'll see. We still have 3
we
more
still have a
beers
couple
left.
more, and but yeah, that was my trip to the bottle shop. It was
Okay.
It was a good trip.
My trip to Walmart was basically Walmart.
Yeah.
I go there for snacks because Walmart, let's see, for grocery stores near us, we have a Tops, which is like an upstate New York grocery store,
Wegmans.
a Wegmans, Aldi's. But Walmart,
Target, sort of.
oh yeah, Target. Walmart typically has those like
Walmart has a big selection
Flavors.
of like
snack
stuff.
I feel like Walmart gets a lot of snack stuff that other stores aren't interested in much, and so I've been getting all our snacks at Walmart because they have like the crazy flavors and things that other stores are like, nah, we're good.
Yeah. You know what I might get for next week is that
What's
mystery Oreo.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. I saw the cinnamon bun Oreos today.
Did you? I had the
I
apple
almost
pie
got them.
ones. The apple pie ones are really good.
Okay. I almost got them, but I thought I'm going to go down the chip aisle first.
Mhm.
And then I saw the everything bagel
Yeah.
chips and kind of had to get those. Okay. Next, we're going to do beer number 4 and then beers 101. So get your thinking caps on. Welcome back to this episode of the Wish You Were Beer podcast. Now we're going to get into beers number 4 and beers 101. I hope you have your thinking cap on.
Ooh, yes.
Okay, what do we got here?
Well, why don't you go ahead and read it there?
Okay. We have Within Reach by Half Full Brewery. A peach wheat ale. I like the sound of that.
Mhm.
That'll be a nice palate cleanser.
Yeah.
5% alcohol by volume. We have sort of long description here. So, happily hazy and highly crushable, this beer combines the subtle fruity nose and flavors of peach with the light body look and feel of wheat to produce a new take on a timeless style. It's yours for the taking, and it's everything you need to make you feel like it's all within reach. Cheers. And that was from Connor and Crew, so that must be like the owner. And
Let's see where they're
would you
from.
believe it? Stamford, Connecticut.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We do. We got to go there.
That's to this episode already.
Yeah.
The prophecy is fulfilled.
And they're both from Stanford. No, is it Stanford or Stratford?
Stamford with
Okay,
an M.
I think this one was Stratford, wasn't it?
Okay, I don't know.
That one's made, I think. Well, I like the color of it.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
It's got kind of a peachy
color. Hold that up to the light.
I don't know why I keep putting them back there.
That's all right.
Was it this one?
What?
Yeah, this is Stratford, Connecticut.
Okay.
All right.
Beer number 4. Smell is like nothing special, right?
It's a wheat ale.
Yeah. Ooh, that's good.
That is nice. It's light.
It's very light. It's very crisp. Would you say crisp?
That's almost every wheat ale, though. Like, wheat ales
Yeah,
are,
that's very true.
in general, very crisp and light. Because we've had a couple other flavored wheat ales.
It's a very stark contrast to the bitter
Yeah.
taste from the IPA that was in my
it
mouth.
is. It almost makes it this taste nicer.
I was thinking that too. Yeah, I like this a lot. This is like,
It's like a subtle peach flavor.
oh, you think it's subtle? I don't think it's subtle at all. I can taste it like every spot on my tongue. But then again, I can't taste pumpkin
About half and
spice,
half.
so we must have different palates.
Yeah, we definitely. Yeah.
No, I taste it everywhere.
Hmm.
You know, 21st Amendment's Hell or High Watermelon.
Yes.
You know how heavy of a watermelon taste that has?
Yeah.
That's what I taste here.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But peach, obviously.
I think the
But you're getting a more subtle taste?
I shouldn't have said subtle. More of like a.
Like a balanced?
It's I think like balanced.
It is sort of
and
balanced.
sort of
to
like
me.
a light taste.
Yeah.
It's not like hit you in the face with peach.
Okay.
It's like it's a light tasting peach.
Mhm. All right.
I like that a lot. I figured that the IPAs we would be dreading.
I can still
and
taste
then we got a bunch of really, really good beers
Yeah.
outside of it.
Do you still
Um,
taste the IPA? I still taste it. It's
Tiny
in the
bit.
back of my throat.
Tiny bit, yeah. Yeah, we're not IPA people.
We're not.
I am excited for the other IPA I got though, because
Okay.
it's an IPA type that we've never
Mhm.
had.
But
before.
remember, if you're like a fan of IPAs, remember that I said like we have had a handful of them that we do like. So we'll keep trying them. We're not
Right.
going to exclude IPAs from
Yeah.
the show.
And especially like you have to also keep in mind that like each person's palate is different. Like
Yeah.
just because we don't like IPAs doesn't mean
Mhm.
necessarily you're not going to like this specific IPA.
Yep.
Because like we did like this IPA, but we didn't like the aftertaste of it. But
Mhm.
that's us not liking the aftertaste of IPAs in general.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so we're gonna move on to Beers 101.
Okay.
And
do,
I have
do you have a
a-
pretty cool one for us tonight?
I have a fun little sort of like conversational
Okay.
thing, not like a
That's cool.
informative thing, but this is something from Wikipedia. It says on it, the invention of bread and beer has been argued to be responsible for humanity's ability to develop technology and build civilization.
There's a whole lot there. Like, that's saying quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess that sort of makes some sense. Like, I can really picture like the founding fathers of the United States as they're drafting the Declaration of Independence. You know, they probably all have
Some sort of like a
pint of beer or like
Yeah.
a cup of liquor, you know?
or like some sort of an ale or something.
I could easily see that.
Yeah.
And maybe they're getting a little buzzed while they're writing the Declaration of Independence and like,
Yeah.
you know, like they were probably
Well,
all
that was,
drunks.
like,
That was
also
the
a
only
big-
thing to do.
That was like a big trade thing too.
Yeah.
Like that was like people were paid in like bread and
Yeah.
beer and stuff like that. Bread
Mhm.
and ale and yeah, like so I figured that would be kind of fun to kind of consider what would happen if neither of those were a thing.
Yeah. Like, we wouldn't be doing this podcast right now.
Right, but this is also making the broad statement of technology.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
it's
That
been
is a lot.
argued to be responsible for humanity's ability to develop technology
Mhm.
and build civilization.
Build,
I can see the civilization part.
civilization, I don't know.
Really? I can kind of see the civilization thing because it like brings people together.
Okay. You know, okay. So I'm thinking of it like what so back in the olden days before technology, what two things were villages and towns built around? Sort of like an inn
Mhm.
and a church,
Yeah.
right? So the inn part has a bar in it, I imagine. So I could see that.
Yeah.
Almost any town you go to in the United States, at least, and in Europe, I'm sure it's even more actually with places like Ireland and stuff. Which that is a total stereotype. I'm sorry, I'm Irish. I can say that. Where like every town or every village, if there's like one house, or if it's like a 2-house village, there's probably a bar. You know, it
Mhm.
doesn't. There's bars everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's where people gather. So I could definitely see that. You've changed my mind.
Mhm.
I agree now.
Now technology, I don't know.
Technology, I don't know.
The ability
Yeah, I
to
don't know
develop
either.
technology, unless like, yeah, I don't
Like-
really know.
Was the very first iPhone developed around in a bar?
I don't know. I'm sure,
maybe-
like, I'm sure somebody had a drunken idea somewhere about
Oh yeah,
something like that. But
sure. I'm sure there is one. There is probably one invention that changed the world that you can probably link back to, like,
yeah,
yeah, the guy was drinking a beer while he was like drafting it or something.
yeah,
Like, but that single-handedly being
well, bread and beer
okay.
is what the
Well,
whole
bread,
thing
okay,
is.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's giving beer a little too much credit.
yeah. I don't know.
Civilization, I can see that. Justified that with the church and the
Yeah.
inns and the bars. But technology, I don't know if I can follow that one.
Yeah. This also goes on to say the earliest chemically confirmed barley beer to date, was discovered in Godin Tepe, I believe is how you say that, in the central Zagros mountains of Iran, where fragments of a jug from between 5,400 and 5,000 years ago was found to be coated with beer stone, a
Wow.
byproduct of the brewing process.
Well, it's been around forever.
yeah,
We've known that.
yeah,
The ancient Egyptians used to make alcohol. Like,
yeah.
it's been a thing forever. So simply the fact that it has been around forever, maybe that lends credence to the fact that maybe beer has had, or and alcohol altogether has had a huge effect on
Right.
the evolution of society.
Yeah, I'm sure it has
Yeah.
in some form.
Mhm.
All right. Well, that was our Beers 101, which was more of a conversational topic
Yeah,
of beer.
this was
but
fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
We'll be bouncing around between like facts and history and
Yep.
I mean, I guess this is technically history, but also like conversational topics of beer. And-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll be back with beer number 5 and then Mike's topic.
Awesome. All right. Welcome back to the 5th beer of our episode here, of the 5th episode. 5 and 5. And then we're going to move
Something
on
special supposed to happen.
to... Wait until we have our 10th beer on the 10th episode.
Ooh. What if we do like 2 6-packs?
Ooh.
That would be a lot.
That would be a lot. It'd have to be an extra long episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Snickle Fritz.
Schnickel Fritz.
sounds
Schnickel Fritz. Schnickel Fritz. It's a Bavarian style Weiss beer.
Okay.
Urban Chestnut Brewing Company, which is St. Louis. MO, is that Minnesota?
Missouri.
Missouri? Wow, I'm awful.
I don't know how I knew that.
Creates a decidedly fruity and phenolic beer.
Phenolic.
It has no. You may also
Say that
note
again?
phenolic.
I gotta look that up. I don't know what that means.
PHENOLIC.
Okay.
You may also note clove and banana-like aromas.
So I'm gonna do this.
Flavors as you
Okay,
pour.
Google. What does phenolic mean?
According to Merriam-Webster, 1. A usually thermosetting resin or plastic made by condensation of a phenol with an aldehyde and used especially for molding and insulating and in coatings and adhesives, called also phenolic resin.
I'm not sure that's the correct definition.
But also, check out the top of this.
What about it?
Look at the open thingy.
I don't know.
Look at the way it opens.
Oh. So does it open like a can opener?
I don't know. I don't know if you can really see that in the podcast, in the video. Yeah, I don't know why. Let's see if we find out anything else about this. Where is there a percentage? I don't see a percentage on it. All right. Well, let's dive right into it.
I have no idea what phenolic means. That's the only definition I'm finding.
Oh, that was weird.
Oh my god, that is weird. Is the whole thing gonna pull off? That's so weird. Here,
It's just like an
I
open
wanna show them
can.
this. Yeah, it's like you're opening like a Campbell's can of soup. The whole top came off. That is awesome. That's so cool.
All right, so I poured a little more of that.
Okay, so it did say phenolic is like a kind of resin, so maybe it's supposed to be like oaky, woodsy. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's the definition Google told us is the only one I can find.
Gotcha.
Maybe the person who wrote it was using like a thesaurus and they didn't know what they were doing. Look at this. This is a hole in the top of the can.
Yeah.
That's weird. Very interesting.
I see phenol, which is carbolic acid, a colorless and crystalline solid. Yeah,
That's a
nice.
pretty nice pour.
Good pour. All right.
Beer
Cheers to
number
the
5.
Weiss beer. Or Weiss beer, I don't know.
I like it.
I like it too.
What fruit is supposed to be in here?
It's like a banana and...
Okay. Oh yeah, Weiss beer.
Mhm.
I like it very much. Yeah, banana
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Clove and banana.
Do you like this better than the Leinenkugel Hefeweizen?
I haven't had
Yeah.
the white
Okay.
line and Kugel.
That's the one I usually have.
I didn't know that Line and Kugel made that.
Yeah, they have a pretty rich banana beer.
Mhm.
Sort of tastes exactly like this.
Oh, really?
Like they're almost the same.
Hmm.
This tastes like
Smell it.
oh yeah. Do you know? I haven't seen this candy around in a very long time, but it was around when we were younger. It was that hard sugary candy that was in the shape of different fruits,
Yeah.
and there was like that banana one
Mhm.
that tasted like banana.
Yeah.
That's what this tastes like.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
It's very sweet.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
Mhm.
I like it. Schnickel Fritz.
I like it a lot.
With the big old hole in the top of the can.
Big old hole.
Could you imagine like drinking out of this?
I think you could do it. Let
It
me
does.
see.
It,
Is there-
well,
is
well,
there
it
still
does
some in
say
there?
to pour into a
Okay, so they want you to pour. I wonder if
flavor
you.
as you pour and enjoy
It's
this
not
beer in
sharp.
a traditional tall wheat beer glass.
I wouldn't say this is sharp, so you wouldn't exactly like cut your lip on it.
Right.
There's some left. Yeah, it's a little awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I feel like I would spill it all over myself at like the beginning phases of drinking it.
Schnickel Fritz.
Schnickel Fritz.
I like this very much.
Yeah, it is good. All right, so my topic It's not so much of a ranty topic this time,
Okay.
which is a little odd.
We'll see how it turns out.
Yeah. So my topic is actually kind of like an open-ended question of if time were to freeze for everybody but yourself, what would you, for 24 hours, what would you do with those 24 hours?
Here's the problem with this question. Like, I would love to have 24 hours of silence and like just be by myself. But like the issue is I wouldn't be able to do much because like even now I don't have like the resources to do much. I'm not like rich.
Mm-hmm.
I could like go on a hike maybe, but like I can't give the answer like, oh, I would go to the Alps or something like that, or like,
yeah,
you know, you're still limited to like what you can realistically do.
right.
But I think if I had 24 hours to myself, do I know about this ahead of time?
I would say yeah.
Do I know like a month ahead of time that I'm going to have a day to myself?
Let's say yes for right now.
Okay. So I would try to have. Here's what I would do. I would go to our local movie theater, which is the Movie Tavern. Bring a bunch of movies on a hard drive with me, or however. I'm assuming that they play them like digitally. They have a digital file on a computer that they project.
Probably.
It's not like a Blu-ray or something like that. And I would bring a bunch of movies with me, sit in an empty theater, and
enjoy movies.
Watch all of my favorite movies for 24 hours. I'd watch like the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy.
I like that a lot.
In the sound system in the movie theater.
I like that a lot.
Right?
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't think about doing anything like that. That is really cool.
That's because you and I go to the movies quite
Yeah.
a bit together, and every single freaking time there's always some a-hole on his phone.
Yeah.
And like
Except for that one time where it was literally just you and me in the theater.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Someone a few rows down is on their phone the entire time, and you can tell they're looking at Twitter and the light is shining from their screen, and like just ruining your experience. Or someone's talking to their buddy.
Yeah.
You and I are buddies. Have we ever talked so much as to disturb
I don't think we've
else's...
ever really talked during a movie.
You and I sit in silence and enjoy the movie, and when
Yeah.
we're done, we're like, yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that
We
was a
talked
good
about it.
movie.
We wait till after the movie
Yeah,
to talk
yeah.
about it.
Yeah, we
So
do.
yes, if I had 24 hours to myself, that's what I would do.
I like that a lot. That's cool.
Thanks.
I was thinking of what I would do, and like I'm the kind of person that I really enjoy time to myself, where like just if I had like even half a day to just like sit and be and just do nothing, I'd love that. Like that is an ideal vacation. Like a lot of people like going places on vacations and like, let's go here and let's do this and this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
I want to go somewhere and just relax. Like
Yeah,
I want to go
I
to the
totally get that.
Adirondacks and just sit around for a week and just enjoy being there.
Yeah.
Like, and maybe go on like a hike or two while I'm there, or 3 or 4. I don't know. But like if I'm there for a week, maybe like 4 hikes would be good.
Yep.
But like just a couple of days, just like sitting around and like looking at the foliage and just being there.
Right. Like I feel like some people vacation so hard that then the vacation becomes even busier than their 9 to 5 job, you know?
Yeah.
And like that's not a vacation to me.
Yeah, I don't
It's
like
not
a regimented vacation.
Me neither. I want rest and relaxation, and I want to do things on my own time.
Yeah, we need to vacation together more.
We should. We should
Yeah.
go camping. That would be awesome.
We should. Yeah, because like I would go camping with Hannah's family, and like they have just like a list of stuff they want to do while they're there.
Yeah.
At like wherever they are.
If you have a list of stuff to do on your vacation, then you're already doing it wrong.
Yeah.
So
yeah, like I understand, like while I'm here, I want to go hit this place. Like I want to go do that, but I don't like on Monday we're gonna go do this, and then on Tuesday we're gonna go do this, and then Wednesday we're gonna do this. Like I don't like that. It's like I just want to get up and go there when I want to.
Oh yeah,
And then
Yeah,
like
right.
just come back and just relax. Like
right.
we were in Cape Cod for Hannah's brother's wedding,
Hmm.
and we were there the whole week, and I felt like every day there was something planned.
Right.
So it was
Yeah.
like, and that's just not how I like to vacation. Like, I understand if that's how other people like to do their stuff, and that's totally fine. It doesn't bother me what they want to do, but like, I want to have like at least like a couple of days just unwind and just hang out.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I would do. Like maybe you do like some woodworking, like
Yeah.
which is a
Cool.
hobby of mine that I like doing.
Go right out in the driveway and like saw as
Yeah.
loud as you can and
Yeah.
stuff because no one's gonna hear.
Yeah, like that's something I think I would.
You're not gonna disturb your neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would
So
be
like, sort of a follow up question we'll have after this.
neat. Okay. We'll be back with the rest of Mike's topic.
Yeah, the 6 beer and the rest of the topic.
Okay, welcome back to Mike's topic. We're gonna start beer number 6. We're gonna start beer number 6 and finish Mike's topic.
Awesome. So this beer is our last IPA.
Last but not yeast.
Yeah.
Mike has been hyping this one up all night to me behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited at this point.
It's called the Cloud.
Okay. Does
It's
it-
a soft and fluffy IPA brewed with oats and lactose.
Soft and fluffy. Okay.
7%
But an
alcohol.
IPA.
It's by Stillwater Artisanal.
Oh, we like them.
Yes, we do.
We've featured them quite a bit on this podcast already.
That's literally all I can find out about it.
Okay.
Let me just make sure. They're also in Stratford, Connecticut.
Oh my god.
This is our third Connecticut.
We gotta
beer.
go. That's
Yeah.
that's only like a 4-hour drive,
Yeah.
4-ish hour.
It's like a nice weekend trip.
Yeah, we could do it. We can go out to all these places and be like, we featured you on our podcast. And they'll be like, okay, here's a bunch of free beer.
They're probably not, but
Wishful thinking.
we can hope.
Yeah.
So it just smells like an IPA to me.
Okay.
But I'm hoping that the oats and lactose adds like enough sweetness to it.
Mike, what are you doing to me?
I'm sorry. The pints are hard for me to like gauge where we're supposed to, because with like the normal
gotcha.
ones, you put it like just above the
Mhm.
little things
let's
here.
compare.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Beer number 6.
All right.
Yeah, I just smell IPA.
It's a lot lighter.
Yep.
It's a lot lighter of a hop
Okay.
taste.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I need to get enough in there for the bag.
It's all right. So here we go. It is much lighter, but still overpowering.
Yeah.
It's all I taste.
No, I agree.
I literally can't pick out any other tastes.
Mm-mm.
Same with you.
I've got no oats,
I got nothing.
and I'm getting no like sweetness from lactose or anything.
I have nothing besides the hops.
But it is lighter. It's like
It
a
is
lighter
lighter.
hop taste than this other one that we had in here.
Oh, we didn't describe this at all.
Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
7% alcohol. I
Yep.
don't think you mentioned that.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Because I just wrote down that list.
Okay. Never mind.
Come on, Martin.
Um,
I like that it's called the Cloud, and it is
I
like
do
more of
too.
like a smooth.
I like the can too.
The can is cool.
Yeah. I don't really know where to put it because there's no logo or anything. So that's okay.
Well, the Cloud is like written down here on the bottom.
Okay. That'll work.
Can't really see it.
Excuse me.
Well,
So, I like it. It's tolerable.
it's another one of those ones where if somebody handed it to me, I wouldn't necessarily turn it down.
Oh yeah, exactly. They're definitely right in saying it's softer.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit you as hard. Doesn't hit your taste buds as hard. But like, it's not exceptional. I'm sorry you're disappointed.
I'm I'm just sad that it's not what I thought it would be.
I think, were you expecting like a breakfast stout
No,
IPA?
I don't think I was thinking like a breakfast stout IPA,
Okay.
but I was definitely thinking creamier and sweeter.
Yeah. Well, so you told me it was It had oats and lactose.
Oats and
in it.
lactose.
And from everything I know, oats and lactose, that sounds like a breakfast stout.
Yeah.
So I thought this was kind of going to be like a breakfast IPA.
Yeah.
And man,
And
I
it just
don't
tastes like an
taste
IPA.
anything else.
It just tastes like a soft IPA.
It even almost tastes like a harder ale.
Yeah.
Like it's like a soft IPA or a harder ale, whichever one. Like
Yeah.
so. All right.
It's sad.
This is like the worst last but not least yet.
No, I mean, like, yeah, again, it's not like I don't like it because I'm not getting like that aftertaste with it.
Me neither. Well, we haven't gotten very far into it.
Well,
to be
even
fair.
then, with the other one, like, I had like 2 sips
Yeah.
and it was like immediate aftertaste in the
Right.
back where
Okay.
it was just bitterness. Yeah. It just tastes like an IPA, but
Yeah. I don't know. I'm
it's
sorry.
definitely lighter. Don't be sorry.
You were so happy for the.
I
you were
was
so
really excited.
You guys have no idea.
Yeah.
When we turned the camera off, he was like, "Oh man, like we're saving this beer for last." Like I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
all right.
It turned out to be a huge disappointment.
Yeah. Last but not yeast, more like definitely yeast.
We should have saved that. I wish the order was reversed totally. Should have saved that
Yeah.
chocolate orange one for last.
Yep.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
I was excited for it, and it let me down. Not that it didn't let me down, because it is good. Like,
Oh,
it's an
yeah.
IPA that I
Like-
like, which is a huge achievement. Of
Exactly.
itself.
Like it's not extraordinary, but yeah, we'll say that it's an IPA that we like that we can drink.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I think that that's definitely more of a.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of an accomplishment, and it's not so much of a disappointment, because I do like it, and I don't like IPAs. So
Yeah. Okay. You ready to finish up your topic?
Mhm.
I think both of us had something to add on.
yeah.
You
So
can go
the thing
first.
that I was gonna ask, that I said I was going to, was, well, I guess not ask, but more of just like a statement
Mhm.
of like, do you think that it would be like, you know, you hit noon and time stops totally, and then you have 24 hours while it's totally noon outside, or like, do you think it would be better if it was stops time at midnight, but the sun still rises and sets until the
Yeah.
next midnight?
I would like a full day, as in like a regular day.
Yeah.
From, and when I go like this, I mean
Sunrise and sunset.
sunrises and sets.
Yeah.
I'm not just like
Yeah.
I think if it got to like noon and stopped, that would be just annoying.
Right.
Because I would still need to sleep at some point. Like,
Yeah.
just because time stops for 24 hours doesn't mean like you don't
don't
need to
sleep.
sleep for 24 hours.
Right. Like, you'd still be probably sleeping for the first 4 hours of that.
Exactly,
And the last
right.
4 hours of it.
So I'd just like a regular day,
Yeah.
24 hours. Now the other thing I was wondering, since time stops, does your sort of like metabolism stop? Do you need
I
to
would say
Do you
yes.
need to eat?
No, I would say you might need to eat something,
Okay.
but I don't know.
Well, you might want to eat, but do you
Yeah.
need to eat?
I don't know.
Is your body going to be expending energy at the same rate?
I
and
would say
things like
yes,
that?
because
Okay.
time stops for everybody but you.
Right. Okay.
So, like,
that's what you said.
I would
All right.
say that your body is still functioning as normal.
Okay, that's fair. And the thing I wanted to add was, I think the problem with you and me in this scenario is that we don't really live near anything spectacular.
That's like within like an hour drive or
Right.
something. That
So,
just
like,
go and
Take, for instance, living in like Florida. Or what if like
somebody who lives in Florida could be like, I'm going to go to Disney World.
exactly
and-
that's
and
exactly what I
ride
was
around
thinking. What if
everything.
you lived like half an hour from Disney World? And you had
you know what?
24 hours free from everybody. Like, you could go to Disney World and or in California, or, you know, you and I just kind of live in a
Well, I don't know. I
spectacular
think I
place.
would go to the Adirondacks.
But that's that's like a 3-hour drive.
That's true, but it'd be cool to go to the Adirondacks and do like a high peak or something.
Yeah. But there's already not going to be anyone there.
Yeah.
That was my first thought when you asked me the question.
Yeah.
And immediately I was like, if I go hike a high peak, no one's going to be there anyway.
Yeah. It's
But-
generally quiet on
Yeah.
those.
Right.
Yeah. So-
What if you could kind of pick any 24 hours you wanted? So what if this happens in like the middle of the summer but you could make it like 24 hours in the fall or winter. I think then if it was like 24 hours in the winter, because I feel like if it happened in the summer, I'd be like, I want to go ice skating because it's the summer. I make it winter. I go to the ice skating rink.
Yeah.
I skate for 24 hours. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Still probably go and watch movies at the movie theater, but there's a lot of things to this. We could explore this quite a bit.
Yeah, I like the movie theater thing a lot, though. Like, that's something that didn't even cross my mind until you just said it there.
It crossed my mind because I'm like, have the attitude of like an old grumpy man who's like,
well, I'm kind of
shut
like
up
right
down
there
there,
with
turn
you.
off your cell phone.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I'm right there with you, though. Like,
So-
if you go to a movie theater, you should sit and enjoy the movie instead of...
yeah, like movie tickets are not cheap now.
No.
It's crazy.
You can't
Like,
go and see a movie for like
I remember
$8.
my second favorite movie franchise ever. Lord of the Rings is my first favorite. Second favorite, James Bond. And when I saw the last movie, James Bond, Spectre, there were these two guys in front of me. One of them was on his phone literally the entire time.
Wow.
And I'm not joking. There's no exaggerating there. So much that a guy behind me shouted, "Turn off your phone," you know? And I'm thinking like, man, you paid like $12 for that ticket.
To go and sit in there on your phone.
And like, do you not even care?
Yeah.
Like, that's... Why would you pay for something and then purposely ignore it?
Right.
Like, God, it makes no sense to me. But
I almost
you know,
wonder if it's like a...
it happens all the time.
How old was the person? Like, was the person like
It's a
our
young
age?
kid.
If it was a young kid, maybe it was dragged there by like his dad or something.
Maybe. But then, like, the dad should be like, dude, put away your phone. I want you to appreciate this. You know?
Right.
That's my dad.
Yeah.
I love Lord of the Rings because my dad read Lord of the Rings as a kid. And when the Peter Jackson movies came out,
Yeah.
he said, Martin, we're going to see this together. And it was a thing we did together, and he made sure I paid attention and that, like, he made sure I appreciated it. And now it's like my favorite thing in the world. I love Lord of the Rings. I read the
I've got
books
the
like
book
once
up
a year. Yep. I played countless Lord of the Rings video games. Like, Lord of the Rings is my favorite thing in the world.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. Like, everybody's watching Game of Thrones, and I'm not caught up yet. So, like, I think a 24-hour span where I could just binge.
In
Like,
a
I'm
movie
like
theater?
halfway through season 6. If I could just movie theater binge like the rest
that
of
would be
season
awesome.
6 and season 7, I would be like,
Yeah, that would be
cool.
fantastic. Oh, I want this movie theater thing
Yeah.
now. I want to see how much it would be to buy out a movie theater for 24 hours and have them play whatever I want.
It'd be cool.
That would be probably,
It would probably be
a lot.
expensive, but yeah. Well, that's it for beer number 6
Yeah.
and my topic.
That brings us to the sort of end of the podcast. Next, we're going to come back with our recommendations and our favorite beer of the night.
We'll be back.
All right, Mike, I think we're getting ready to close out. We're going to name the winner of tonight and then give the listeners our recommendations.
I like calling it the winner of the
I
night.
like it too. I just thought of that.
And the winner is... Okay. So do you want to start with the
winner.
Yeah, the winner.
Okay.
So I think for both of us, we were kind of discussing this throughout, but the chocolate orange cream ale
It's
called Break Apart from High Water Brewing.
it's a clear winner.
It is.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Like,
It was creamy and it had the orange taste and the like sort of a milk chocolate taste because it's a cream ale.
and I'll just reiterate, like, you and I have had so many chocolate beers and so
We
many
have.
beers that like have cocoa in them, but it's never been. It's always been like sort of a bitter chocolate taste or a cocoa chocolate taste that goes along with something. This is just like a straight up like Hershey's milk chocolate bar.
Yeah.
Like,
With orange in it.
so many times chocolate in beer is not like the sugary milk chocolate you're thinking of. It's always like a cocoa bean or something like that.
Right. And it's like a
And
it's
it
a
goes
very
along
bitter
with coffee.
chocolate.
Yeah, it's very bitter. I have never had a milk chocolate beer that is so creamy and perfect and just tastes like you bit out of a Hershey's chocolate bar.
Yeah.
it is so good.
It's very good. I'd like, again, just we have to agree on it. It's just awesome. It's great.
It's too good not to.
Yeah.
Everything else was great.
Yeah.
Like
Even the IPAs
you know how
we had were good.
Yeah, we would drink them again for sure.
Yeah.
The fruity stuff was good. The 3 fruity beers, like, they're excellent. If it was summer and someone handed them to us and we were like killing for a nice, refreshing beer, it'd be like, oh my god, like, it would be a life, or what's the term?
I don't know.
I don't know either. All right, like, we'd love it. It would be amazing.
Right.
But this one just pulled ahead from the other ones.
It did.
Yeah.
It was. It's so distinguishable and so different.
Yeah.
That, like, yeah, it's just, we've had sort of a tea kind of light, like a light tea beer. We've also had sort of a mango beer, and we've had like a peach and also a Weiss beer and IPAs. But like, this is something that, like, the flavor profile was something we've never had before. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead into our recommendations.
Yep. You want to go ahead?
Yeah, my recommendation is Evil Twin Brewing Company's Liquid Double Fudge.
There's sort of a story behind it.
There is sort of a story behind it. So, I think it was when we first started drinking together.
It was even like, I want to say it was like in the first 5 times. It was maybe like the
Definitely,
4th or 5th time I took
it was
you out.
like, yeah. And I was like really into stouts, and I was really into like really chocolatey stouts.
Yeah.
And I saw Liquid Double Fudge on Now and Later's menu,
And how can you turn that down?
and I was like,
The name of the beer is Liquid Double Fudge.
the time I saw it, I was like, I can't get this because it's a 20 ounce.
Yeah,
and-
so it's bigger.
Yeah.
It's a bottle and it's like that tall. So
Yeah.
it's not a typical bottle.
But the next time we went, I ordered that.
Yeah, and that was going to be you ordered it thinking like that was the
it.
only beer you were going to drink that night. You're like,
Because it's
really
a,
big.
It's a 20
This is
ounce
all I'll drink.
and it's 12%.
Yeah.
So, and it wasn't super boozy. It was like,
No,
it
it wasn't. It was very good.
It was like smooth and chocolatey and yeah. But I
And-
finished that 20 ounce and then went in for another beer.
Yeah, you were like, oh, that wasn't actually so bad.
Yeah.
I'll have another beer. When, like I said, you were planning on that being the only beer you had that night.
And so I got like a light one. I think it was the Ellicottville Blueberry.
Yep.
Afterwards,
Yeah,
it was like super light, like 4% or like 3 something. And I started drinking it and literally got smacked in the face
And
by
then
the double
digestion
fudge.
happened.
Yeah.
And you digested that 12% double fudge beer, and
I was having a good
Mike
night.
was gone.
That was like also one of my first times like drinking a lot
Oh
Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
at high percentages.
That was the
too.
first time. Yeah.
Yeah. Because like
that
before
was
my
so
21st
funny.
birthday, I never really drank too much. Like I did a little bit here and there, but it wasn't like
Right. That was such a funny night. I'm just like grateful that I was there to see it.
yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. My recommendation tonight is going to be Bloody Betsy by the Fulton Chain Brewing Company in Old Forge, New York. This is a Bloody Mary mix mixed with beer and hot sauce. So this thing's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I loved it so much that I actually took a growler of it home. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it besides like
Bloody Mary and
Bloody Mary
hot
mix,
sauce.
beer, hot sauce.
Yeah.
And like you can come to your own conclusions about that.
Yeah.
Like Bloody Marys are good. I like them a lot. This beer was just on another level. Like it was not gross. You might think that's gross because a Bloody Mary mix is mostly like tomato and stuff.
Yeah.
This was fantastic. It was so good. Like I did not think it was going to work that well, and it did. This is probably going to be really hard to come by, so maybe it's not that great of a recommendation. But I don't know. I don't even know if they're making it anymore. I was there 2 years ago. We should make that trip. That's only like a 2-hour trip.
Yeah,
up
we
to them.
definitely should. We should. That's like a day trip that we could do.
Yeah, that would be very easy.
Yeah.
I actually have like a day trip already planned out for it that I keep planning to do. that involves hiking a mountain, getting lunch, and then going to the brewery. So we could totally do that.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Like next time, I'll actually shoot them a message on Facebook and see if it's still available, and I'll get back to you next week. But that is a beer you do not want to pass up.
Yeah.
It was like more than just taking Bloody Mary mix in a beer and doing like that. It seemed like it worked together so much better than it seemed it would. It was awesome. I really want to get you to try it now. I hope they still make it.
We'll have to go down there.
It was
sometime.
a very popular one, so I imagine they're still making it, but that was also 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well, that's it for today's episode of the Wish You Were Beer podcast, and it's been awesome. Fifth episode. And don't forget to go out and try some weird beers.
yes. Go out of your comfort zone. It always seems like the last 20 minutes or something of the podcast, I
Can't talk, actually.
I wonder why that is.
Yeah. Yeah, try some weird stuff. Like, if
Yep.
you see something you normally, like, would not even go for, like...
And have your bartender recommend something.
Yeah.
Don't, that's sort of the easiest way to try new things.
That's what we do.
Because, when you look at the tap across the bar, you're almost always, probably even subconsciously going to go with something
Yeah.
The best way to avoid that is just ask your bartender for a recommendation,
Or even, what their favorite is or something.
We almost don't even look through the menu or look
No.
at the draft list
We don't anymore
We
at
just
Now and
ask at Now and Later. The bartenders know us and so well, so we just tell them, like, give us whatever.
Yeah.
And that's how we find all our new stuff, is through them.
Yeah. All right.
All right. We'll see you next week. Bye.
See ya.
I like that. I like that transition. That segue.